All right, knife fans. Love Them Knives channel. This is LTK. We're going to talk about the CRKT Carnufex. What a great knife. This is just out new for 2017. Of course, it depends on when you're looking at this video. But this is early February 2017. And this is out in some of the stores. And some of them it's sold out. And they'll restock, but it's a knife worth getting. I'm happy to have this in my hands right now. You got the model number here, IKBS, Ikoma, and the name, of course, Ikoma Design, Flavio Ikoma, and Carnifex is the name of the model of this knife, which is in reference to an ancient creature related to the modern day crocodile. Thus, yeah, the crocodilian scales on these inserts on both sides. The back spacer, much like the double row of ridges on top of the tail of a crocodile. You have a pocket clip. It's right hand tip up only. 2 screws here. Keeps it from, one screw. It's, you have that problem where it might not be stable, but this is inset right into the scale, and it's solid. No problem there. Frame lock flipper, 35% lockup. Nice lock bar. Cutouts here for traction and easy to move to the side. IKBS bearings swing real free on this. Detent is not overly aggressive, which is great. Actually, it can be gravity flipped. So, those countries where that becomes a problem, that might be an issue. You might have to, you might have to adjust that pivot, make it pretty tight. But this one is perfectly set up. The blade is so well centered. It's really nice. One thing I really like about this knife in particular, if you compare it with, of course, the Ikoma Design Fossil, this knife is very, very similar. But take a closer look. Look at this. Look at the top of the blade. Look at this area here. See how sharp those edges look? I mean, just like they've been milled, but fairly unfinished. Look at this one. See how they've rounded that? See how those corners have been chamfered? Right there and there. Also, look at the top of the blade. See where they've broken those edges there? You can feel it, that's for sure. So they've put more finishing into this knife. That's much better. Now this scale, I call this a frame lock. You got the outer scale, acts more as an over travel stop. You've got your detent ball in here. You can tell as it floats free, it's beautiful. I think the detent's just right. I wouldn't want it to be overly aggressive. Also, you can see where there's some milled out areas in the scales, probably to deal with the weight reduction. Very nice. The pivot, very kind of plain, but nice on this side. On this side, there's a little bit of design cue there. Interesting. Makes it look, I don't know if more industrial, but I think it's supposed to be in keeping with the reptilian kind of tough bad boy look of this knife. And it is a bad boy. It's 4-inch blade. It's a great knife. It's, same size as this one. Almost identical. Blade stock thickness about the same, but more finishing touches. And of course, You've got the smaller fossil, you know, you've got the bigger fossil. You've got the no time off, which is wonderful blade design. All of them, really like them. IKBS bearings, gotta have them. It's a real winner for CRKT as far as I'm concerned. Blade stock. It's supposed to be about 3.75. And yeah, it's 3.73. Really close. 0.146 inches thick. So good thick blade stock on this knife. Really like that. Overall, you're going to have a 4-inch blade. That's what they say. And that's what you got. 10 centimeters. Overall, 22.5. And just shy of 9 inches. Overall. Of course, you got a lanyard hole. Very nice. This IKBS, I mean, everything's nice on this knife. There's no sharp edges. The finishing's been done very well, okay? You've got like a 3CR something steel on the handle slabs. I saw it somewhere and then I didn't print that information out. But it's a steel frame on the knife with this kind of a fiberglass reinforced synthetic inlays, which I like, and the backspacer just makes this, it's so fun. I mean, this is great. I really like this knife. I gotta have one in my permanent collection and one in the EDC drawer. Definitely got to be carrying this. This is so cool. I really love it. CRKT, right there, the 5480. Wow, amazing. 8CR13 MOV steel. Hopefully it's pretty sure. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes, just tear it off. Tear it off like that. That's good sharp edge. Wow, it's really nice. I know the MOV steels, yeah, they're not like S30V or S35VN or S110, but they sharpen up really well. They're very usable, good non-corrosive, characteristics. So, hey, wow, everything on this knife is A-okay with me, really is. The design is wonderful. Flavio's a Brazilian, and he knows how to do it right. I really like it. CRKT has executed this knife well, really well. You got these little cutouts, both sides. Don't you like that? Look at that. I mean, no sharp edges. Nice cutout areas here. And thinking about this, take a look at these. Longer areas of jimping here. You know, it looks like it might be an internal stop pin. There's your blade stop there. Not visible here. And these areas here look a little heavier up here. And this is going to be where it's important to have a smooth area that's responsive when you flip the knife. And it is. It's smooth. It's nice. It's easy to come in contact with there. That's what I get for holding my finger down there and keeping it from coming back up, because you can see how the blade comes back up a little bit above grade. But, you know, you can push button, light switch, and if you'll notice, between the two, this flipper tabs further forward. Little bit different design, but really comfortable, really functional. Wow, like it a lot. Let's see what this thing carries at weight-wise. And 5.7. Okay, 5.7 is about how many grams? 160 maybe? Yeah, I guess that. And 5.6, 5.7. About the same as the Fossil. Same size, almost the identical same weight. Much more finishing, smoothness, a little bit better thought pattern behind here, behind how this is done. More jimping, nice area here for going forward and getting traction on the blade. I love doing this crocodilian. I think this is going to be attractive to guys that like that bad boy influence. I think that is so cool. I'm really high on this knife. I think that's great. You know, those IKBS bearings are really swinging free. And this thing came really well set up. I mean, there's no blade play on this thing at all. No lock rock, centered perfectly, right out of the box. No adjustments needed. Just really nice. Wow. And I got this knife from my buddy KC, who went to a local shop and got, I couldn't get one on the internet. Boom, they're gone. And I was looking around and I go, I gotta have this because I saw this on that Blade Show video from Blade HQ of upcoming knives. And I go, oh, gotta have that. He got it, waved it under my nose from clear across the country. So I traded him a knife, and his son, Ryan, has got a YouTube channel. He's 11 years old. You guys got to check this out. I'm going to put the link in my description box. You got to check out he's just done like 2 knife reviews so far, and you got to check it out. It's killer. He's like 11 years old. I think they call him Ryry. His name's Ryan, and wow, he's killing it. He's got real camera presence. You got to check that out. I'm going to put the link to his YouTube review in my description section. But thank you so much, Casey. You got a kid that's going to take over YouTube. He's going to take over the knife review channels. He's really good. Amazing. But thanks for doing the trade, because wow, I'm loving this knife. I really am. You ain't getting it back. I'm keeping this one. Wow. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. I just think this is, I'm really impressed. I can't believe I'm so enthusiastic, but I am. I can't get enough of this one. This is really good. This is really a bad boy. And, you know, I was a big fan of the Fossil, but wow, you put these together, you got a dynamic duo. And, you know, no time off. Wow. I love this knife. I've had like 3 of them. It's just amazing. I can't not have one. And these, nah, I gotta have these in my collection. All right, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with me. But you know me. I get excited and I just go on because we love them knives. Yes, we do. Right here in this studio. Yes, we do.